Hi guys, welcome back to this amazing beautiful channel. How you guys doing? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're watching me from. So today we'll be cutting this beautiful baby girl's dress, as you can see her putting on. Yes, it's not hers actually, she just has to fit it for me. So we'll be cutting it from start to finish. So start by folding our material into two like this. Please, if you're yet to subscribe to this channel, please do. Click on the notification bell to get notified whenever a new video is being posted. So be folding our material into two like this, then we'll fold it again because I want to cut the front and the back piece the same together. So we'll folding it like this. Then if you notice there's an inches, 2 inches allowance behind, as you can see. So that's going to serve as your zipper allowance for the back. Normally the back is usually bigger than the front. So you insert your tape like this you place your tape like this to insert your shoulder measurement. Remember, shoulder measurement is divided into two. Yes. So you're putting your shoulder measurement now, and then you insert your armhole measurement. I came down by 8 or 7, yeah, 7, depending, it depends on the size of the baby you're making it for. So then I had to drag the line straight up to where my shoulder measurement is. So after that, I just watch and see how I place my tape in getting all these accurate measurements. I had to place my tape like this to get my bust line, which is the chest line, and then added 2 inches allowance for my sewing. Then I placed my tape again at the tip, at the beginning part, that is at the shoulder part, to get my waist, that is my half length, because that is where our waist is. So I placed my tape like this to get my half length. 12, it's actually 11, but I made it 12 in case after adding all these things it will be the actual measurement. Then I placed it to get my waist measurement, because your half length is actually your waist part. So I inserted my waist measurement and then added 2 inches allowance to it. So and just watch and see how I did my markings, because it's going to be an A-line dress just the way you saw it on her body. So this is what I did. Then I'll now slant it from, okay, I measured my full length. Yeah, I inserted my full length. Then I have to slant it from that point to my waist region. There is another way you can play material to cut your flare. I think I'm making this video in two parts. So I'll show you another format to get an actual full flare for babies, and you can use it for adult as well. But here I'm managing the material. So this is it. I'll then cut out my neck. See where I placed the tape at the front part of my material, how I placed it. Then I went down by 5 or 6 inches thereabout, and then marked it out. The back part is just 1 inch or 2 inches allowance. At times you can make it 1.5, depends on how deep you want the back part to be. So after cutting this out, I have to cut out the interfacing, which I use the material as well for interfacing. See how I folded my material, and then I placed my front part on it to cut out the exact measurement or exact curve I did there. And after doing this, I also did the same at the back part as well. I also cut the way I placed this front part. That is how you place the back one and cut it out, as simple as it can be. Wow. So we'll be going over to the raffle or the flay. Yes. So I'll be using this for it, and I want it to be longer. Like it's not what you saw in the picture. It's going to be longer. So I folded it first like this to get a flay, to get a circled flay. I folded it like this first. So if I'm cutting just a piece, I'll fold it like this to get a piece. But since I want to cut out both flares together, I folded it like this, and then I'll fold it again to get both flare. I'm doing it again for you, see. So I folded like this to get both flare. So next thing I'll do is to come down by 4 inches or 5 inches thereabout. Depends on how wide you want it to be and how length you want it to be. So I have to take my tape round to make sure it starts 4, and then start from that place to measure 7 inches. I think at first I did it 8, but I later came down by 7. I later reduced the length to 7. This is just a very easy method to get your circled flay. Very, very easy. Here is it. We are done. So I'll open the sides to get a longer flay. So this is it. I opened the both. I've opened a part in it. So now I'll be going over to my machine. I didn't film this part, so I just joined my interface in the front part. After joining it, I top stitch on the lining. I thought I was filming this part, but I realized I didn't. So I just had to show you what I did there, and then I top stitched on the interface what I used. So this is the back as well. I've also done the top stitch. So this is the back part. I placed my tape at the shoulder part to get I marked 20 inches at that part where my zip will start and where it's going to stop. So I marked out the 2 inches I left while cutting it to close up the back space, and this side is going to be for my zipper. So I've gone ahead to sew it down there, and then the open part is where my zip will sit, where my zip. So I want to join the front and the back together now. So this is how I'll be joining it. Just look closely. I opened my lining, what I used as interface, and the main fabric, just like this, to sew it, to give it a neat sewing. I've sewed it down, and this is after sewing. So the next thing I'll be doing is to insert my body measurement. It's now divided into two, not four anymore. I'll mark my bust measurement, my waist measurement, and then sew it, giving it that slant cutting I did because it's going to an A-line gown. So this is the both sides, the measurement for the clothes. Then I'll be sewing it straight down to the full length of the gown. Then after sewing, I'll then have to attach my ruffle to it. My ruffle will as well serve as the hand, the clothes. It will serve as the sleeves. It will serve as the sleeves to the clothes, sorry. So I now made this marking where my ruffle will be. I came in by 2 inches each, the both sides, so it's going to be equal, and then turn back of this fabric and sewed it like this on the material. While sewing it, you need to open it. I had to join. Why I joined it was because I wanted it to serve as the sleeve, so I had to join it first before adding it. If I never wanted it to serve as the sleeve, I would have just attached it first before closing up the dress, but I had to join it first, and this is how it came out. It's very easy to make. Then if you want, you can attach your buttons to it. It depends on what you want to do at the middle of that cloth. So That is it. If you find this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe. Click on notification button to be notified whenever a new video is being posted. Okay, thank you guys. I love you. Appreciate you. Please try to share this video. A friend of yours might be interested or might be daily in need of this video. So try and share. Try to like. It gets people. It makes people get to see them via your liking, via liking the video, they get to see so just look at what I did. I have also inserted my zip and all, and it came out looking really nice, like very, very pretty. You can just make it for your girl to wear to church on a Sunday and she'll be looking yummy. Yes. So if you have any question, you can ask.